Hello, good morning and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, dear traders. I hope you can hear me. Please type on Y if you are around, just in the chat in YouTube and here on Discord. I'm streaming on Discord, on Twitter and YouTube. So welcome to our channel. And I hope everything is okay with you. So you have had a great day. So we just yes, we in the after the start in the trading, midst of trading here, and let's see how we can or what we see in the market. My goal for today is simply to guide you through the next 60 or 90 minutes of trading, just to comment what I see on my chart based on Bookmap and based on TW-TradeFinder. And if I see a trade opportunity, I will take the trade. I will discuss it with you as well, and the trade opportunities we see on chart, of course. And then let's see, and let's have fun here in trading. Oh, thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Uriel. Thanks for talking to us, Dennis. Great, thank you. So I'm just every time I need a confirmation that the technique is working here. On every side, on Discord, on Twitter, and as well on YouTube. So then I'm happy. So welcome, great. We had a great day yesterday, and today we had a good day as well. And I would like to start again to tell you what I'm calling the 4 pillars of trading, what I'm obeying, what I'm looking. And that's very, very simple. I have only 4 points. What I'm looking for is in trading, or try to understand. The first one is, what is the daily trend of my instrument? That means ES or CL or whatever you are trading. I for myself have decided to try to understand what the market direction is, or where the market direction is. And today it's very clear, it's down, down, down all the day, and it seems that the market does not make an attempt to break above, to go into 61 and close of the gap today. The second one, if I'm in a trade, then everything is fine. If the market approves my decision, everything is fine and I'm happy. On the other side, if I'm missing the trade, or the trend is not clear to me, the trend is not obvious what the market is doing, then I'm stepping aside and waiting until I've got more information on that, more information on the market mood and the market direction. The third pillar I'm watching is the trade finder. If the market trends, so you will be sure, and we are sure, that the market, if the trends, the market must do a pullback, or is doing a pullback, then you have to look at the trade finder. Trade finder is a market analyzing tool, and the high reliable market analyzing tool. So we have had set certain definitions for the market, for trade finder, for every single, or for the most instruments, not for every single instrument, that's not possible, but for the most instruments we have set up give you examples how to set up the instrument. Although you have to know, and that was the case yesterday, in the first 2 or 3 hours, I think it was a very, very calm market. That means the market volume was relatively low, and the participation on the liquidity side was not excited, was 70, 80 like today it is. And we didn't, or at least I didn't have any signals on my chart here. So that means if I don't see any signals on the chart, I'm simply waiting. I'm putting my hands in my pockets or on the table or doing anything else until I get a signal on the chart which might be interesting for myself. And by the way, I posted it in our Discord room. We got a signal, wonderful signals. I think it was in afternoon US time, evening European time, where you got a perfect trade yesterday, the perfect trade. The only issue is, yes, waiting, patience, and so on. Always the same game. It's always the same game. So as today, just if you have questions, please post the questions on Discord or on the YouTube channel here. So be free to discuss with me. If I can, I will answer every question you have. So let's see what's in for us today. And the second, excuse me, I talked about 4 pillars. That means market direction. I'm looking for pullbacks. If I'm not in the trade, if I'm not riding the wave. And third, I'm watching always the TradeFinder. And the fourth one is really interesting, and I would like to recommend it to every one of you, is to watch the levels, institutional levels. As you know, I'm posting these levels in our Discord room every day when I am around, excuse me, and not on holiday. And you can participate. You can put the institutional and daily levels on your chart seamlessly. That means add cloud nodes to Bookmap and apply the link of all these institutional levels and daily levels, and it costs you nothing. It is updated automatically, and yes, enjoy it. Try to understand, to see how they are, how they work. I'm not allowed to talk about these institutional levels, but anyway, take them as resistance, as support. And as mentioned yesterday in the room and in the comment room in the pre-prep session, 61 was a crucial level, and it was. It's hard to believe, but it was. There's there are more days with a very precise prediction what the market is doing than days when we are not sure what the market will do. So that happens, of course, because this is a not 100% business. It's based on probabilities, but these probabilities are with these tools we are offering, or we offer, TradeFinder, the very clear strategies, easy strategies to follow. Very simple on the other side, and it requires only one: patience. That's all. And of course, understanding market mechanics, how the market works, understanding the dependency between market volume and the liquidity, resting liquidity, for example, understanding the dual auction, and so on and so on. I'm talking because nothing happens on the chart right now. So I can, as I'm talking, to entertain you here in this market. We have, by the way, had a very nice short here. You see, that was a little bit before the market, before I was ready. Here, that was one. I mean, it's hindsight. Just to say, I don't like these discussions, what happens, but what happened, and then we can analyze everything what happened. But that's not the way I like that. But anyway, however, just to understand, this white and red squares here on my chart are volume stops, market volume stop. That these are levels where the highest possible volume, or the highest, excuse me, where the highest volume is traded, live traded. And that gives us an unprecedented, really, trading opportunities. They are not perfect, and we are not talking about the holy grail with TradeFinder, but it is TradeFinder's real-time market analyzing tool. It works for Rithmic, that means MBO data, and it works for dxFeed, non-MBO data, and for all other non-MBO data feeds like OmniFeed, dxFeed, CQG, Eurex. So however, you won't see on this with this data icebergs, you won't see market volume stops, for example. You won't see sweeps, because this is only possible with data strings or data feed, where we get an order ID, where we can clear define what happens in the market. Then TradeFinder is a data analyzing tool, and this data is excellently and precisely analyzed every single day. So yes, the only point is patience, and of course screening time, experience, knowledge, and then you will make it in trading. And of course it depends on your expectation and your goals in trading. We are saying, I'm I've not invented, but I think it's the best way to show you how TradeFinder works and how trading should work. That means be relaxed and trade. Wait. Don't rush into any. Don't rush into a trade. There's no need. There's no need to be the first in the trade. There's no need to do that. What I like, and that's what my motto is, if a trend becomes obvious, then it's too late. That means for trading, if the trade starts and we are somewhere in mid, we realize that the trade started, the market is going up or the trade's up, the prices are going up, then most of the time it happens to our trader that we are trapped in this in the trades, because we tend to enter the market at, if we are lucky, short before the top. That means we can get some points out of the market, but most of the time, if we are not very secure, when we are not clear what the market is doing, then or we see the candles popping up and then we are just joining the markets, jumping on the train and hoping that the train will give us some points back here, or the market will give us some points back. That's the usual behavior. What I like is I want to ride the trend when the trend begins, and then I have the best risk-reward ratio. For this example, if you understand this behavior, or the signal here, the market volume stop, we have had liquidity here. We have, by the way, a nice divergence here as well, here in the market volume stop graph or line here, in the subchart on the bottom of the chart. That was a very nice divergence. And then right the move here at 28, your stop is maybe 3 points, not more than 3 points. If the market breaks the liquidity here, then okay, the market wants to go up here in this case, but at this point, that was a very calculated, clear trade, a sell trade here with a clear stop, not more than 3 points here. So, and it gave you back 28, let's say 28 into 18, 10 points or something. Hi, Dennis. Okay. The bid and ask. Just a moment. The point is as follows: the price on a exchange or on a market. It doesn't matter what we are talking about. The price on the market is determined by a dual auction. Dennis and everyone here in the room is that's the dual auction is the basics or the base to determine the price. If there is no bias, the price, the matching algo or the matching engine of every exchange will trade down or will trade lower to find buyers. That's a very normal process, and you should be aware. That's, by the way, described in the CME wiki on their page. Read about the matching algo. And what we need buyers and sellers to trade, to provide liquidity, and to find prices. If you are aware and familiar with volume profile, Steinmeier invented the volume profile to have a statistical determination or statistical view on the markets, how the market behaves statistically. And if you have a normal, so-called normal distribution day, as we had yesterday, then you will see like a D coming up and shaped and D-shaped market, which means it's a Gaussian distribution like that. And there you can see what was the price the market accepted yesterday on other days and so on. So a dual auction is the basic for every single auction in the market, Dennis. And we have resting liquidity on bid. That means these are buyers who are waiting on bid, simply waiting. They put their orders on bid and they want to buy at a certain price. And we have sellers on ask, where they are patiently waiting that the price trades towards them. For example, we have 110 and 26.25. We have, for example, here 169 waiting at 39.30. This are buyers and sellers who are waiting to be traded. In between, these are aggressors. Aggressors because they can't wait, because they won't wait. They are not patient enough to wait for price. They are stepping into the market and then trading and buying or selling. It depends on. And the most crucial part in trading is always that we don't know. The only point we don't know, we can even predict. It's not possible to predict when aggressors step into the market. That's simply not possible to foreshadow when these aggressors or these market participants will enter the market, with which force they want to enter the market, for example. We can't predict that. We know what is on the resting side on bid, and we know what is on the ask side. On the resting side of ask, for example, we know that. We see that. That's a liquidity here, 39.30. So this is this high volume liquidity here at 31. That means 154, 150 are sitting here at 31 on ask and waiting to be filled. So we saw, that's quite interesting. We saw the liquidity here at 31.30. The liquidity was cancelled because the market, they didn't expect the market coming back, and when they see the market is probably coming back again in 39.30, 31, the aggressors are coming back, they are adding liquidity. Maybe this is, in this case, a kind of resistance here. We will see if the market trades into 39.31, for example, and then we might get a little bit other signals here based on TradeFinder, and then we can decide to short it again. On the other side, you see liquidity on the bid side here at 39.10, which is in my dome 193 here. And that means they added liquidity and tried to support this the 39.10 here. And by the way, in my daily comment I wrote, if the market breaks below 39.11, remember yesterday I mentioned 39.61? If the market breaks 39.11, then the market might be in very, very bad and weak shape. That means the market will further sell off here. Further sell off. 39.11, I called it the line in the sand. If you go in the Discord, please join Discord and read my comments. For those of you who are really astute, I would, yes, and please read the daily prep and the comments for the daily comments I'm putting every day. Very few sentences, but just to bring to your attention what the market might do, where the crucial and important levels are. So Dennis, this is a dome, depth of market or order book, and this order book is here. What I like on the order book, I have always the very good, I have an overview of the market here, and that's what attracts me to this presentation here on Bookmap. As well, I have the SVP session volume profile, which is based on the session, and as well I have here very brief and good overview what is the statistical outcome of the market. So we are just trading between 13 and 24, 25. You see this shade, the shape of the volume profile here. So that's most accepted price. There are nothing so far very, very weak prices traded above. When you squeeze the chart here, you see here above in the pre-session but that depends on the volume. In the pre-session, the volume is much lower than in the main session, of course. Now we are approaching 39.30. So the question was, it's not a consolidated order book, it's simply a real order book, depth of market. There's nothing consolidated. Every single tick shows me what contracts, how many contracts are on bid, how many contracts were on ask here. That's absolutely helpful to understand what the market is doing here. Can you adjust the screen so we can see the divergence better? Excuse me, I have to switch off this. Can you adjust the screen so we can see the divergence better? Yes, I can. Give me so. The divergence I was talking happened here at that point, where my cursor is. Here. That's the divergence. You see how the price traded first on, let me say, 28 here. Then that was a high volume. TradeFinder gives you a signal here. I have adjusted my volume size and TradeFinder, because the volume is lower this week. Keep in mind, tomorrow we have we have OPEX week this week, option expiration week, and we are heading into the Thanksgiving week next week. These are yes, normally and usually low volume traded weeks, so because of the holidays. And you see here that was the signal. Then the market trades a little bit back here, and then what happens is they traded and retesting the 28 area. I missed this trade here, just wanted to short it. And then you see the divergence here. You see the divergence here between this, on this graph here. This is the market volume stop here line. You see the divergence here. That was the divergence here at this point. So I missed this very nice short trade where I was talking the 31 might be an resistance level here. We have here as you can see live, an iceberg developing. So it's a developing iceberg. It's a dynamic iceberg here. It's a dynamic iceberg. Started here. It's not finished. 70 contracts have been traded. 5 are waiting the next execution here. No, the aggressors. This is all. You know, ask, bid, aggressors. This is all from Bookmap. You might have, Dennis. You might have your own depth of market or order book. It's always the same. So what I'm using here, the Bookmap's internal dome. It's simply where is it? I think it is the trading dome. You can add it very easily if you are using TradeFinder. We provide, just give me a second, I will show you that. We provide TradeFinder instrument configuration settings. These are the newest so-called BMCS files or configuration files. Please follow the instructions here below how to install BMCS files in Bookmap. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. Please follow the settings here. and you will get immediately the same setup here, So that's nothing special. And DOM, depth of market on order book or whatever, is really nothing special. You can add it to your Bookmap or to your whatever chart you have. It should be the very standard. On Bookmap, because we are tracking with the liquidity tracker every changes in liquidity here. So we have the liquidity tracker here, and what I'm tracking and what I'm talking, and I did a video, and I would like to recommend it to read the imbalance and the liquidity. It's based on the order book. We are not adding or smoothing or skewing or whatever data. We just use the data and interpret the data. Let the TradeFinder find the best trading opportunities for every single instrument, by the way. It's very easy. Dennis, please go to the instrument setting. If you have TradeFinder, apply the BMCS file to your chart, for example, yes, NQ or whatever you trade, CL, gold, don't know. It's very easy, so go to our web page here again, TTW Trader, instrument configuration settings, follow the simple few steps here, and you will get everything like I have here on the chart. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. Okay, go ahead and sorry, that was question here. I've answered it on Discord. Kevin, okay, can you just Kevin? I hope you have seen the divergence here. That was a sell. Of course, it was a sell. At that point of time, it was a sell here. Until we see, or until we saw the, so far I just mentioned, saw the, how to say, the dynamic iceberg coming up here. That was a warning sign, but however, it was a rule to trade the market. You know, the market is in a downtrend. The market is in downtrend. Just flipping, maybe flipping around, just maybe flipping from the bottom. For those of you who are watching or are in our Discord room, again, I'm posting the levels, and I told you, and no, I wrote in the room the 60. The 39.11 was a crucial level, and you should be very cautious with it. That's the line in the sand. And now keep in mind we have the yesterday's settlement at 39.69, I think, and 70, something like in that area. The market can most likely trade into 39.17. That means going, yes, trading 40 points up. That's really nothing, shouldn't be not a surprise. And by the way, keep in mind that the gap at 37, I think was 37.56, that was few days ago, is not closed. And if you understand the normal, yes, market technique, and you are aware about open gaps and closed gaps and so on, every gap will be closed. It's not necessarily the same day, but it will be closed maybe in near future. So Kevin, yes, great, thank you. So just to be sure that I showing you everything I have here on my chart. Coming back to that, that was a short, of course, that was a sell at that point. Then the dynamic iceberg came up here, was a warning sign. So if you are short, you will, it's not a failed trade, it's not a loser here, it's not a loser. Even if you don't get 10 points, it's not a loser, that's the point. We must protect our assets, we must protect our money. And it was good for 80, 32, 30, maybe 3-4 points here. It was not a loser, and that's most important. We are now at the VWAP. You see the liquidity here, you see the market volume stop here as well. That's a valid sell, that's a valid sell. We are still in a downtrend market, although the market is now recovering, and if they break above, keep in mind this 61 and even 70 level, if the market is strong enough. So that's the point. If the market is strong enough, then it will close the gap. And then from that point on, we have to go step by step and then find out what the market is doing then. See how impressive it is. So I missed that one because I was explaining or answering the question. And the second one as well here. Keep in mind, the market is in a downtrend. That might be a pullback, that might be a pullback, but none of these trades here, if you are taking them short, are losing trades. None of them. That's important. You know what I'm saying, what I've learned from other very experienced traders. So there are a lot of great people out there. There are a lot of great traders in the world. And I recommend to try to find the best ones, to learn from them. And what I've learned, it was a very impressive lesson I did in the past several years ago, that someone told me, if you are in a trade, then you must have luck. Trade is luck. That means if you are good, you can time your trades. But at that point, when you are entering the market here or here, you will never know if you get back 10, 20, 30 points, or maybe only one tick, or you will be stopped out at break even. That's not in your hand, that's not in our hands. So when I read sometimes the command that TradeFinder does not help you making money, then it's, yes, it's acceptable, of course, because everyone has his own view on the market and what he is trading. But in very rare situation, you will get a loss, of course, because this is not an holy grail here. But in the most cases, if you understand the market mechanics, you will make money. You will make money with that, with Bookmap, TradeFinder, and the proper and the right understanding how market works. That's good. Even if you don't get every day 5, 10, 20, 30, 40 points, but if you understand how the market works, if you understand all this mechanic, because this is nothing we are interpreting into the market. It's not our how to say logic on. It's pure data analysis, and that's what the data is giving us back here. High volume here, high volume here. That was not that wasn't maybe a loser here. High volume here, winner. High volume here as well. And keep in mind, Uriel is asking, what is aggressor? These are buyers, you know. I'm repeating myself. Price is determined between buyers and sellers. And the aggressors are the people who are entering the market and they don't wait the price to come towards them. They are simply joining the market at the market price. These are aggressors. So if you place your order at market, then you are an aggressor. If you place an order on a limit side, bid or ask, then you are not an aggressor. You will wait patiently until the market comes towards you or comes to your price, and then you will be most possibly traded. Aggressors are a type of traders, or are traders who can't wait for the price. They are entering the market. And we have two types. We have two types of traders. Let me say two types is a little bit too simple, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Two types of traders, just to keep it simple, is first of one, we have retail traders, so like people like you and me here. And we have professional, well-informed traders, professional traders, or I call them other time frame participants. These other time frame participants, they have totally different possibilities than we have. Be sure that this is totally different. So you see, based on market volume meter and liquidity. So we are, that's the very average of every day. So with the market volume for ES, for example, is 1,300 here, and the average liquidity is 70, 80. Now when you understand the auction and what is resting liquidity and what is aggressor volume, what is market volume, you will get a perfect understanding of how the market volume influences the liquidity. And by the way, how the market volume influences the speed of the price. And you will see the speed of the market based on your price ladder. So what I'm using now. Lastly, what I'm using lastly, or the last days, what I'm trying to get in more, because my stone old bracket trader isn't working anymore with interactive brokers, is that this super Ninja Trader Superdome, and you will see the speed when the price bounces up and down and up and down and up and down, how fast it is, how fast it goes up, how fast it goes down. The speed of the dome is simply based on market volume and average liquidity, on market liquidity here. This is the determination, this is the formula for the speed, market speed. If you will see sometimes market volume drops below 500, we have average liquidity 80, 90. That's totally boring. You will see that this is really boring, so nothing goes forward. The price is stalling at a certain level here. And that's it. That makes the speed of the market volume and average liquidity. And the aggressors are the market buyers, market sellers, who can't wait until the price is trading at their level or coming towards them. Aggressors is this part of the trading what we can't predict, we can't foresee, we can't foreshadow what the aggressors will do. And at the moment, I would say this is simply retail market, because the market is extreme. I would say calm. I would say calm because there's no much volume in the market. We are heading into the option expiration week tomorrow, or option expiration day on Friday. And then next week we are heading into Thanksgiving week, mostly a holiday week, by the way. To the people here in the Discord room, I won't be around next week and the week after. I'm on holiday as well, so no institutional levels for some days. And that makes the market a little bit more, and not a little bit, but that makes the market calm, to stay calm, to trade with low volume. And in this case, when the market trades with low volume, it's appropriate to change the signals, you know, because TradeFinder works with works with market volume, and you should understand. On some days it is very high volume in the market, and some days it's not, and that's simply not predictable. There's no way to make it dynamically, to do that then dynamically. Okay, traders, so we are stalling here around. So you see we have had two nice shorts, first one here, the second one here, and I told you trading is luck. Trading is simply luck, and that means you can sell it at the top. That means you are in the move when the move starts. You know, my motto is, if a trend becomes obvious when it's clear to you, then it's simply too late. But you are here in the saddle, 32, short 33, trading into 27, nice 5-6 points. I would like to demonstrate it if I have the chance, and I'm fully focused on what the market is doing here. By the way, the expression aggressors is very common in trading. I would say it's a standard term for market participants. Join our Discord room, by the way. We have great people in there, great traders like John. Learn from the best. So yes, we talked about these trades, perfect. Even if the trade didn't give you 10 points back, but 3-4 points up where possible here, or have been possible here, or has been possible here, and then that was a very nice one. Maybe this is going into 20 here, so very slow. Very slow, but it doesn't matter. If you took the trade here, that's you are in a very good position. Tighten your stops, maybe to 32, 31. Let the market now express what the market will do. Still, based on the volume, there's 28 to 39, 15 areas, the most traded price. The most traded area, the most traded price here, you see this on the volume profile in comparison to the pre-session. So nothing to say so far. use our information on TTW Trader for our information on TTW Trader to get more insights here about TradeFinder. Use the information in the wiki. It's not perfect, it's not done everything, but the most information is in, and we will add more information on the wiki. Use the instrument configuration as well. If you want to get the same setup and the same settings, use the information, use this few steps to add the BMCS file to your chart. And secondly, I'm doing a lot of videos, or on YouTube as well. There are a lot of videos about updates and so on, live trading, explanation, some educative education videos here as well, and so use it. It's there. Take your time to understand what we are up. We don't skew data, we are just using the market information, which is based on market by order data. That's very, very important to know. So, and when you see signals, these are signals which are given back based on the market data we receive. And you see how nice both trades, sweet spots here. I call them sweet spots, the first one and the second one. Perfect. And I would like to repeat myself. Keep only 4 points in mind. The first one is, what is the market trend? Second one is, am I in the market, or if not, then look for pullbacks. Let TradeFinder guide you, inform you about the market conditions. And the fourth, look for crucial levels. And what I'm doing here, I'm posting really professional levels here. These levels are not available on any other platform and any other room, believe me. And I'm not exposing, I'm not telling what's behind, because I'm not allowed to. I'm simply hiding and yes, labeling them institutional levels. This is a generic term. I am not allowed to tell more about. They are for free. I'm not selling, I'm not marketing them. Use them if you want. If not, it's okay. It's fine. But keep in mind that this on some days, maybe more than 50%, 60% of all days, they are extremely accurate. Hi folks in the Discord room. If you want to discuss with me, so please, or have any questions, drop them in the chat, in the general chat. My goal is simply to guide you through the day here today. By the way, I want to repeat myself. I will post it in the Discord room as well. I'm on holiday next week. I'm happy to be on holiday next week and the week after. And I won't be able to post institutional levels every day. I think I will do so, but not every day. Please allow me to plug off a little bit.
EST2, market volume stop sell.
Now what you see here on the chart, this is real time. Everything is real time. And when you understand I don't know, no, it's not a philosophy, but it's a very clean trading approach I have, is we are in a downtrend, the market must pull back. If the market pulls back, then look for these pullbacks, and I see 3 of them here. 1, 2, 3. So that was a fair trade because it was even in the how to say liquidity here. That was in the liquidity and that was into the liquidity as well. We have a VWAP here as well. The POC was still there below 39.22, roughly here. That's the POC. So a lot of chances to make money, and you have to decide for yourself what is enough. Isn't 10 points enough for your or in your trading concept or not? That's up to you. But you have very nice trades. You have had very nice trades here. And as I mentioned, 39.11 is the line in the sand. The market should stay above. The market should stay above. If not, then the market is really weak. And most probably it can trade into 38.50, maybe even below 3900. But at the moment, we don't see any evidence. We don't see any evidence of a weak market. They might trade around here, 11. Then again, above, trading into the VWAP, maybe even higher. Keep in mind the settlement yesterday was 39, 69 and 69. Yes, it was 69. 39.61 is as well an important level, as it was yesterday. So keep simply this few numbers in mind when the market trends. At the moment, there's nothing we can do, or I can do. Simply waiting patiently. And by the way, I have set my native stop runs. I would like to show you a stop run here, but what I have done is I just want to see the big ones. So I have already reduced my market volume stop signal to 1100 and 500 here, because the market volume was yesterday low and today it's low as well. So what I wanted to, usually I have 1000 and 2000 here on my signal level of market volume stop, but today, as mentioned, I set it to 1100 and 500, and as well the native stop run signal is 400 contracts. I want to see 400 contracts trading into at least 4 ticks. That means 1 point in ES. The sweeps, we didn't saw any sweeps here. That's remarkable. That's really remarkable, because on some days we see a lot of sweeps, these algo-driven high volume single order ID trades. So, but not today. You see how calm the market is. There are no signals on the chart. And if there are no signals on the chart, ladies and gentlemen, and if you are using Bookmap and if you are using TradeFinder, which is, I promise you, the best add-on you can have for Bookmap, then there is nothing. There is nothing in the market. So it's not a fault of Bookmap, it's not a fault of TradeFinder. If you find if you don't see any signals, you don't need to be in the market every second, every minute. And there's no way that you will get every single minute on signal or level or on Iceberg or whatever. No, that's not the case. Although, if you mind the dynamic hidden order plot, this is the Iceberg plot here. There have been traded a lot of Icebergs here. But I have set my Iceberg setting is 300. Maybe it's a little bit too high for this kind of trading here. I reduced it to 200. Hiram, Hiram is asking, Walter, what are the white line in your chart? The white line in your chart. I suppose you are referring to this white line. This is the VWAP. I think you are referring to this one, and that's the VWAP. Volume weighted average price. Interesting though, look here. I moved my, look here. You see that how, at least for myself, important it is to have an dome on your chart. That was very, very fast here at 25 even. We have had for a few seconds 377 contracts placed, and at 25 even here. 377 contracts here and that was 377 contracts. Therefore, I recommend to every one of you, if you want to seriously trade and to see what is the market giving you back. The market is talking to you every day. The question is if you are listening or not, or you are able to understand what the market is talking about. Karin asking, the white MV boxes, but not the red ones. I've been looking what can be problem, but don't find. May I, Karin, can you please use the same setting as I have and then reload? You can reload by unchecking and checking this checkbox here, Market Explorer checkbox. Please use the same settings here and then reload. You must have the same settings. You should have the same settings. There shouldn't be any differences. Maybe in the numbers, that's okay. That's fine. But you should have the same signals as I have, Karen. Please try it. What time it starts on your chart? At the session start, that's 6 p.m. Eastern Time. My time in Europe, 0 a.m. 00 a.m. European time. That's where my session starts. It is 6 p.m. Eastern Time when the session starts. Please adjust your VWAP to show you the full day. That's what I've learned when I was with a bank, investment bank. They are watching the VWAP when the VWAP starts for the day, for instruments, stock or whatever. Walter, is the formula calculating the market volume stop proprietary? Yes, it is. It's based on our Gabor. It's based on our research. We do a lot of research in our team. We are discussing a lot. What is the best? What makes sense for developing? And be sure that we are doing a lot of back and forward testing. We are not selling an indicator. We're not selling signals. We are not selling a simple indicator where you can step in and instantly trade and be a millionaire. That's not what we do. That's simply not what we do. And we develop TradeFinder for ourselves, and we are developing the TradeFinder for ourselves first. And now we are sharing our experience with interested traders out there. And when we do that, then we are looking to understand trading, to understand the market, how to say, behavior, the market mechanism. What can we conclude, or what can we get out of the data we are receiving for every single transaction? And then we do that as well with the icebergs. as well with the icebergs. By the way, we have had a discussion based on icebergs in our Discord room. And for those, I don't want to bore you with that what we found out. Icebergs are important market information. Period. Icebergs are an important market information. Period. It's not an, how to say, an new or whatever signal where you can step in and trade blindly icebergs. I mean, you can do that, of course. It's up to you. It's your brokerage account. It's your money. It's your time and so on. You can do whatever you want. But icebergs are simply an market information. And by saying that, we found out that icebergs are traded actively and passively. And therefore we have for the iceberg detection system in the TradeFinder as well a proprietary system, where when you see an iceberg on the chart, then this is the iceberg traded exactly in that minute, in that second. It shows you the dynamic iceberg development, shows you exactly when the iceberg started, how many was traded or transacted at a time, what will be traded or what will be transacted, or in the future, in the next minutes, next hours, whatever. So that's as well proprietary. So we found a way to describe the market behavior on our observation and our research. Therefore, Gabriel, to answer your question, yes. It was an, excuse me, but it was a long explanation for this yes. Ricardo is asking, can I use your strategy as Think or Swim platform? No, it's not possible. It's simply not possible because Think or Swim is not based on C++ as well on Java. That's an issue. They have an other system. They have other programming language. They have a different blueprint for Think or Swim. So we can't go this way, although it would be very attractive to add TradeFinder to Think or Swim, but it's not possible that way. And as mentioned, we are a very dedicated, highly motivated group, but we are not as big that we can engage 20 or more programmers to do TradeFinder for every single platform. It's not possible at the moment. So Hiram is asking, market volume and average liquidity boxes are yes. Market volume and average liquidity are contracts based on here on the bid column, on the ask column, and so average liquidity is based on bid and ask column, and market volume is based on the aggressor column here. Yes, that's displayed contracts, real contracts. It's boring, yes, it is boring, but as it is as it is, so simply wait. Therefore, you know, when I'm showing this label here, TradeFinder, relax and trade, you will see that on YouTube in a second. When you see the relax and trade, that means there's nothing to do. Take a break, grab a coffee, read a book, listen to music, whatever you want. There's nothing to do right now. Nothing. And that's a lesson 2 in trading, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. if you want listen or not, but that's a lesson, so just wait. What we can say right now is the market is in a downtrend. That what the market was all the day in a downtrend. We are approaching the pre-low. We are approaching the 39.11 level, which is an institutional level as well. The market is not clear what to trade. The market is not in the mood to show us any reaction at the moment. I see smaller icebergs based on the hidden order plot here. These are all icebergs, so if you reduce your iceberg settings in TradeFinder at 10, 20, you will see a lot of icebergs on your chart, but I'm personally not interested to see every single iceberg, because it doesn't help me anyway to make any money with this information. The market is simply trading very calm here around this level with nothing special. So stalling. And by the way, if you are interested in understanding market volume liquidity as well, then mind we have at the moment only a very, very, very low participation market aggressors, 700, 800. On the liquidity side, we have average liquidity 80. Now it's dropping to 500. And then when you understand this relation between market volume, aggressive volume, and resting orders, resting liquidity, then you will understand why the market is not moving. That's very, very simple. And when you understand that, then it's your responsibility to keep your hands off this market. You know, one of my personal experiences, yes, I'm contacted many great people there who are interested in this method and what we are doing. So it's overwhelming, and I'm really blessed. I'm really blessed to meet people all over the world. That's really something absolutely great. That's what I love, why I'm doing this job. Simply, I'm interested in you, in everyone great personality who will share or is sharing his ideas and with me, and I'm sharing my ideas with him, with them, for free, most of for free. Look at our webpage, look at the Discord room. A lot of information is for free in this trading. That's maybe you don't need to spend thousands of dollars or euros, depends on. And that's the beauty of this business, because you can show them, and when they understand, if there's nothing to do, simply cross your hands and yes, go for a walk, do anything meaningful. We have had a lot of good opportunities today. You know, when I talked about here, when the market was here, and I talked about that 32, and the market dropped down here now to 20. That means 10 points. 10 points in a row here. 10 points. Here maybe 3-4 points. That wasn't a loser. You can't blame TradeFinder that was a loser. I mean, it was very obvious. That was a DID, dynamic Iceberg developing, so far I remember. And then we have had another signal here that's based on the market analysis, and that was a second short. It gave you back 10 points. The liquidity came up here, at 19. Great stuff. By the way, guys, if you want to be informed, I want to encourage and motivate every one of you.
EST2, market volume stop sell.
Go to our page TTW-TradeFinder.com and register for our newsletter here. You will be informed of new releases, new versions, events, educational session, live trading, and so on. So please register to our newsletter. I hate spam. We don't spam. We just inform you about what we are doing here and about new versions, new release changes, and upcoming events, of course. Hi, Bernie. Bernie is asking here, question on that. Yes, we will release a new version, Bernie. Yeah, we know that. Bernie, be sure you will get very soon a new release where this the alert sound issue is fixed. Ural is asking where. I'm not sure what you mean with where. Yes, be sure we will get a very great next release or even version for you guys. Now see what happens here. Just to give, okay, it's very fast. It's extremely fast. We have had an event here. You see this 316 here coming, this dot here, the dot at 2250 here, this dot here. You see that? This is an event which happened based on the order book. Order book. That was an event which happened. And it was so fast that most 99.9% of the traders don't have a dome on the chart, because maybe it's for several reasons, it doesn't matter. So the point here is, if you spot that, then this might be of interest because an algo, or mostly an algo, placed in a very brief, very short time, 316 contracts at 22.50 here, and that stays on the chart here. It's important to put all these puzzle pieces together to understand the market. I want to be connected to TTW. How can you? Really simply join the Discord room. Simply join our Discord room. That's very easy. Go to our webpage, TTW Trader. Everything is there. Guys, I'm sometimes astonished. Please use this information. Everything is there. Now, let's talk the next minutes. Let's talk the next minutes here with about this phenomenon here. You see this green line here, the green line. This is the dynamic iceberg development. We call it dynamic. This is an iceberg. This iceberg was executed with 44 contracts at 39.15 and a half. 39.15 and a half, they executed 44 contracts. And what happened here is that this ID, this order which was executed first time here, at that time, was placed in the book 45 minutes before the execution. You see 44 stands for the first part of the iceberg was executed at 39.50 and a half, and the order was in the book, or placed in the book, the first time 45 minutes before this execution. Go to our Wikipedia on our TradeFinder and TTW-Trader.com page and read about the icebergs and dynamic iceberg development. That's impressive. That's simply impressive how algos know at that point. Look here. Look here. You know what that means. You know what that means. We have talked here to be short. And at the same time, not at the same time, but nearly at the same time, an algo placed an order ID amongst hundreds of other order IDs, of course, at that point. And 45 minutes later, he was filled here. That word is simply, I know, before I mentioned the TTW team is simply, we are doing research. We are not developing something as I would call standard volume profile, standard footprint, or standard indicators or whatever. No, we don't do that. We do research, and that's quite impressive. The holy grail would be following: if we are in the trade, we are shorting here, and if we would know that this order ID in the book at that time is an iceberg order, is a part of an iceberg order, then we would know that if we are short, the target is 16.15, that this is the target. But that's not the case. We can't predict anything, so we don't know, because this is one order amongst hundreds of orders here, and therefore we can't know that. We know that this is an iceberg when the iceberg is executed, but that's the conclusion of the whole picture, of the whole story here. Of the whole story. That's simply impressive. I'm every time astonished and happy to learn how the market really acts. And this knowledge makes you confident. You see what happens here. That's quite interesting. There was 316 orders, contracts placed at 22, at that level, and immediately cancelled. Not sure what this is about, what this is good for. So it can be that the market will again going to trade 1550, 39.15 and a half here, because the order is still open. Excuse me, the order is still open. And maybe one suggestion from my side, you know, trading is of course knowledge, experience, screening time, and so on. You know that. But one recommendation from my side, and what I'm really obeying based on my experience, and by the way, I'm a retail trader, of course, because I'm not investing millions every day, but I'm trading for living, and I've burnt my fingers, of course, as every retail trader did. I started in 2000, and it was a game for me to trade, but it wasn't successful, of course. Don't use too much information on your chart. That's what I would recommend, because our brain is limited, our concentration is limited. If you add a lot of numbers on your chart, then you will be somehow paralyzed. That means you have maybe 1, 2, 3, 5 lines here, or in the subchart, 5 graphs here, lines. A very colored, let me say, a very colored chart here, with numbers, with triangles, with rectangles, with whatever you have. I think it is not helpful to have that much information on your chart, because it leads to more confusion for yourself, and you should have a clear picture of the market. Even, you know, when you add another line here, another line, and third line, and they are crossing, and you think, okay, the market is going down, there is no guarantee that the market will constantly trade down. Maybe at that point, when you get the crossings through the zero line or whatever you are using, the market goes up against you immediately. This is not a guarantee, so keep it simple as possible. Don't overpower your brain, don't overpower yourself sometimes with information which is really not helpful, which won't help you to make or be as consistent trader. Keep it simple. And therefore we are saying that TradeFinder is a market analyzing tool which help you to be relaxed, wait for the signals. You will get the best signals in the market. I'm absolutely sure what I'm saying. I know that. We did a lot of research on that. If you can't trade with TradeFinder, that's okay too, because maybe this tool is nothing for you, or the approach is not good for you. That's okay. But it is the best part, because you see my chart now on YouTube, you see my chart on Twitter, you see my chart on Discord here. That's all I have all day. I have 4 points, as I mentioned: market direction, pullbacks, TradeFinder, and levels. That's all. And if I see that, and yeah, it was impressive. I think I posted it yesterday in the Discord room. That was a perfect trade, a 100% perfect trade. If you take that, You get today in this market 10, 20 points easily. Take it, close it, leave the casino, enjoy your life. That's what I have to say. Keep it simple. I have seen many charts, and I see that you have the SI tracker on, then you have a lot of numbers along this move here down. The question is, are they helpful for you? Maybe, I don't know. It's up to you, it's your decision. But then I have the hierro as well here. It's too much information for myself. It's simply too much information. I don't want to get triangles all the way up and down, all the way up and down. I mean, that's my personal style, that's my recommendation, and simply a tip for you, because it's not about that these indicators or add-ons are wrong or right. No, that's not the point. I'm not talking about if a hierro is bad or not good or bad or whatever. No, that's not the point. Really not the point. If you trade options and stocks, you should have it. But on the other side, think about your information processing in your brain. If the more you have on your chart, the more confused you are. So reduce it, make your life easier. You don't need 100 signals on your chart. It's good to have only a few which will help you to make money. That's your goal. Therefore, you want to trade, or you want to become a trader. That's why you are here, maybe. And therefore, please reduce as much as possible. Keep it as simple as possible, and that will help you to get a better picture of the market. Poi is asking in our Discord room here, hi Walter, last few days I don't see long-term liquidity on the ES. I only see short-term. Is the same observation from you? Yes, it is. Poi, yes, it is. And I mentioned it at the beginning that we are heading into low volume times. That means we have option expiration week. We are heading into Thanksgiving week next week. This is obviously a holiday week with low volume traded, and that's the result. The result is that we don't see long-term liquidity on the chart at the moment, only short-term liquidity. And you see as well the speed of trading slowed down. That means you are right, Poi. We don't have a high and very intense participation. I think my experience is after the holidays, you will that means after Thanksgiving, you will see a higher participation in the market before year end, and I think we will see more life in the markets than we see today here. Excuse me. Dr. Trader is asking, once you decided the institution levels, would you be also watching the conventional charts like candlestick chart, or just... No, I'm watching the... Yes, I'm watching the conventional... Yes, excuse me, conventional charts as well. Let me show you my candle chart here. Yes, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Let me show you. I'm not sure if I'm a little bit confused here, but many screens here. Just to share my screen and the Discord room as well. Let's see if that works. Yes. So I have a conventional candle chart as well. So it's nothing really, how to say, off the world here that I'm looking. I have only Bookmap, and I'm strictly follow my approach. On my NinjaTrader chart, I have only two tools. That means first one is I have only lizard trader indicators here on my chart, as well shark indicators. I could add the blackbird here for trading, for example, for automatic trading. That's all I have. That's really all I have here. I have nothing more than NinjaTrader, because I'm used to use NinjaTrader. Maybe you have ATAS, Thinkorswim, or whatever, TradingView. It doesn't matter. It's not important. And that's all what I have here. Yes, I'm watching conventional chart as well. Candle charts. And for those of you who who are using NinjaTrader or who use NinjaTrader, we added the institution level to NinjaTrader. We call it TTW Cloud Nodes. The how to say, the indicator is in our Discord room. Excuse me. So you can get the same institutional level here on NinjaTrader besides other indicators you have. So I can add and then you can add them to your chart, whatever you like.
EST2, market volume stopped by.
Okay, good. Gabo is asking, do you have experience with the trading functionality of Bookmap? Does it work properly, or is it better to place and manage trades in another system? I have started, Gabo, I have started to use the trading functionality here based on interactive brokers. but I have not much experience with it. So what's great, what's really great with the, let me try it. So I'm no, live stream is not over. I'm still live here. So once you connect to interactive brokers, so you see I'm connected to Binance, Bookmap data, dxFeed, interactive brokers, and Rithmic. You can adjust what you want to trade, and you can start cross trading, and that's quite interesting. It's quite really interesting to trade cross. That means cross trading means following. I'm using the Rithmic data. I'm using Rithmic data, and then I can trade off the chart here. So I'm not really experienced with that, so I apologize for that. I'm not experienced with that, not very much experienced. But you can do that very good. So if you want to gain more experience, then please do so by live trading here with Bookmap. It's very good. But I'm not really experienced with it. So Gabo, I can only say it is possible, yes, and my colleagues are all trading off the Bookmap. Yes, the data stream to YouTube is delayed because I have to record the subtitles. And it is only possible with a long delay in YouTube. That's a YouTube thing, and that's not our fault or whatever. It's always something. It's always something. It depends on YouTube. So I'm sorry for that, but it is something which has to do with YouTube. It's not our fault or whatever. I'm streaming and I'm recording the subtitles for YouTube, and that's only possible if we select, let me show how it's called, the normal latency. Yes, the normal latency, that means the live stream or streaming what I'm doing here is delayed for a few minutes before you see that. So Gabo, yes, it is, and it's reliable. Yes, it is. I must say it's great. You are looking at the Rithmic data, and you can trade, activate your cross trading and trade with the cross trading with your broker. In this case, I'm just testing the TWS interactive brokers, and it's good. It's very, very, yeah, it's recommendable. But you know, I'm simply I'm used to use my DOM. I have to abandon my bracket trade and my very stone old system because it's not working anymore with the new versions of TWS. I mean interactive brokers. So I'm just starting with a Superdome series of Ninja Trader, as well with a Blackbird, as well with here with with Bookmap chart trading. Can you show it again? I'm not sure, Uriel, what you mean. This is an indicator which is available in our Discord room. You can download it. You will get the institution levels on your on your NinjaTrader chart. It is yeah, the indicator name is TTW Cloud Nodes for NinjaTrader. TTW Cloud Nodes for NinjaTrader. Please have a look here. Again, it is available in our Discord room. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, just to show you, I wanted to show you a small, I would say a trick I'm using. If I see this stops here, if I see the stops here coming in, then I'm drawing a line here. In this case, if the market goes up, to see if it breaks down here from 20, yes, below 28, then that would be a good entry to go short here. Not sure if if it gives us back here a lot of points, but anyway, take care. If the market is not going further down, then that's most probably not worth to give more than the break even here. To give more break to break even here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is always a pleasure to be with you. It is always my pleasure to be with you, to guide you and conduct an English Discord room with a lot of great people in there. It's like holiday for myself. So besides all my other tasks, I have yes, we have in our team. It simply gives me 2 hours of relaxation with you. Great, thank you for your attendance here to be with me today. We have had to wrap up. We have had a very slow and calm day today. This is because we are running into the Thanksgiving week. However, if you look back, let me switch off the dome here just. Oh no, not the dome. Excuse me. Plot the dome. Where's the dome? Here's the dome. We have had, if you look back on the chart, we have had a lot of trading opportunities along the day after the open. That was the open here. The open was here. The first one came in here, where there was nice divergence we had. The second one was the most profitable one, into 39.14, very, very short, close to 39.11. The second one was not bad, and the third one was as well. Here, excellent. Now it seems the market is turning back. It's trying to trade higher. We have seen an iceberg, dynamic iceberg development, I think it was here at 17, 16 or 17, in that area. I think it was cancelled, so I'm not sure because I was talking. Now it was cancelled. And okay, no, bubble bonds, I have to object because, as I mentioned, you have had the opportunity to sell because the market was down 28 into 16 or 18, 10 points here, 4 points here, 10 points here. Although it was boring or slow, it wasn't actually boring. It was simply slow. So it gave us some interesting insights into the market and a lot of good opportunities, by the way. We talked about this one, we talked about luck, we talked about that one here. So keep in mind, 39.11 is the line in the sand. If the market breaks below, then it shows more weakness. Keep in mind we have, if you go back and if you're prepared well, we have 62 and 69, 70, this area here, which was institutional level, yesterday's low, and a gap, yesterday's settlement. That might be a target as well for the market today, but that is what's maybe coming next, so I don't know. Anyway, I wish you a great day. Thank you, Ricardo. You're welcome. Gabo, thank you very much. You will join the Discord. Thank you very much to be with me and with us here. And as mentioned, I will take a week off. So next week we don't have a live trading, but a week after we will restart the educative session and live trading here with TW-TradeFinder Bookmap. Be our guest, join our Discord room, discuss with us. In our Discord room we have an English one, we have a German one. Join it and yes, let's have fun. Let's enjoy our life. That's the most important part. And then if we can, yes, we will surely make money in trading with TW-TradeFinder and Bookmap. Thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. See you next time. Bye-bye.